Good morning. This is number 8 video in the 30-day Bolster morning musing series. Welcome. Glad you're here. I'm in my backyard. It's a brisk morning in August here in the northern hemisphere, and I'm thinking about bedtime routines. So in the northern hemisphere, schools typically go back at the end of August or the beginning of September. So because it's mid-August, we're thinking about bedtime routines. We're thinking about what that's going to look like in the year to come. And so I'm going to tell you 3 things that are on my mind as we prepare for the school year and thinking about bedtimes. The first thing that we're thinking about is just the science behind sleep. We get our son involved with that. We look at the research, we look at his age, and what does science say you need? And so we start there. And then we also look at his history, and we've figured out that he needs 10 to 11 hours a night, and that is a fact. If he's going to be a positive, energized human moving through the world, that's what he needs. So that brings us to number 2, which is the schedule. If he gets up at 7 in the morning during the school year, if we back that up 11 hours, that's an 8 o'clock start. Let's see, so yeah, an 8 o'clock, sleeping at 8 o'clock, which is a little tough for an 8-year-old who's got lots of activities. So 10 to 11, so 9 o'clock at the latest. So then sticking again here at number 2, scheduling. So if we back up the 9 o'clock deadline for sleeping, and look at what we want to do before he goes to bed as a family, bedtime really starts at around 8:15 for us. Where he's got a shower and does his routines, and then we have a good 30 minutes to spend some time together. And that brings me to number 3, which is just to craft that routine, that bedtime routine a little bit, and put some thought into it. We try to do that as a family. We try to decide together what's important. I ask my son what he would like to see in his bedtime routine, and it's really important that we have time together from his perspective. So we always have a book on the go as a family, so we have a shared reading experience. As a family, we say our prayers together, and then our son also likes to have some time in which he just kind of talks about his day, talks about his week. I call that the nightlies, because I find things trickle out during that time that he's been carrying. He's not one to really talk in the moment when something is stressful. He'll carry it for a bit, and then it will come out in the evening, and it's an important time. So we leave a little space for that, and then when we leave, we try to encourage him to have a book on the go that he's reading on his own. That just allows him to transition to sleep and relax a bit. So those are the 3 things that I'm thinking about mid-August as we prepare to go back to school. I'm thinking about the science of sleep. I'm thinking about the routine of going to bed, and we're thinking about the quality of the experience and the habits, and how that can reflect what we value at bedtime. So I invite you to share any thoughts that you have about bedtime. We have 1 child, so it would look very different than in a home where, like my sister-in-law who has 5 and they're teenagers. It would look very different. So I'm interested to know what your experience is for bedtime. So please feel free to comment below, and we'll see you tomorrow for video 8 of the morning musings from Bolster. Have a good day.